best advice for women in business. Get your up and work.
You guys are business women.
Get your up and work.
That's so true.
And show up and do the work.
You guys are business women.
That's so true.
Business has always been in our blood.
I have the best advice for women in business.
Work. And show up and do the work.
Greenlit on July 21st, 2015, Cocktails with Khloe, a talk show hosted by Khloe Kardashian, was ordered 8 one-hour episodes and commenced production immediately after the announcement.
Each week on Cocktails with Khloe, when the guest list is put together, my goal is to have a group of people that don't necessarily know each other, but I know we're each going to bring a lot to the table.
The show was produced in part by Khloe Kardashian herself. Filmed in Los Angeles, California, Cocktails with Khloe premiered on the FYI cable channel on January 20th, 2016. But by April 2016, FYI had cancelled Cocktails with Khloe after only 1 season. In a statement issued to The Hollywood Reporter, bosses at FYI and Pilgrim Media Group insisted that despite the cancellation, Cocktails with Khloe had been good for the channel. The sudden cancellation of Khloe Kardashian's talk show series primarily shocked media watchers because the ratings were high, but behind the scenes, the show was chaos, sources told Page 6. Cocktails with Khloe was a commercial success for the network FYI since its debut. It averaged 24% more views than a show in the same slot a year ago, and online it netted the most views in the channel's history. But an insider said that Cocktails was chaos. Nobody agreed with anyone about what it should be or what direction it should be going.
Yesterday was a sad day for Miss Khloe Kardashian. Less than 3 months after its debut, FYI and Pilgrim Media Group announced that her talk show Cocktails with Khloe has officially been canceled.
It sounds like the official announcement from the network is that the show is on indefinite hold, which is just a veiled way of saying that the show is done. And while there is no word on who decided to pull the plug, rumor has it both sides were unhappy with how things were going. TMZ reports that Khloe wanted to focus on her other jobs and had no interest in shooting the next season. And network execs could see that she checked out and they weren't happy about it.
Another source said Khloe rubbed some of the staffers the wrong way. Insiders also claimed that both Khloe and executives were unhappy, telling TMZ Khloe had checked out and had no interest in shooting another season. Despite these reports, Khloe took to Twitter and tweeted, "I'm not going anywhere." An article by Nicki Swift was posted on March 7th, 2018 that outlined what went wrong with Cocktails with Khloe. One of the most significant issues discussed was the talk show's lack of critical success. The New York Daily News called the show complete crap, giving it 1 out of 5 stars. One review explained that the show's directional aspects were lacking, writing, "This show needs a better structure. Everyone talks at the same time to the point where you have no idea what's going on." So Cocktails with Khloe couldn't find a direction or an area where everyone involved would agree on something, so it just fizzled out and died. Khloe also did a show called Revenge Body, which debuted in 2017 and follows Khloe Kardashian as she works alongside a team of trainers to help individuals work towards a healthier lifestyle and then confront individuals in their lives who discouraged or belittled them.
Started at 5 and now you're at 30. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I want to be my own superhero again.
God damn. I've lost a lot of the anxiety. And getting this closure with Jess feels like a weight is lifted off of me.
Which is kind of a weird message. It's basically get healthy and get a quote-unquote better body so that you can prove to others how wrong they treated you, as opposed to just doing it for yourself and your own fulfillment. Like, that's just, I don't know if that's a good message. It's just me. The show had 3 seasons, but it doesn't look like at the moment that a 4th season will come. The show was pretty widely well received, so it wasn't necessarily a failure compared to the other talk show attempts that the Kardashians have done. For Now, also known as Live For Now Moments Anthem, is a 2017 short film commercial for Pepsi featuring Kendall Jenner and the song Lions by Skip Marley. And this was probably one of, if not the most poorly received commercials to ever exist in modern times. The commercial began with a cellist on a rooftop. Outside, young people are marching, displaying V signs and carrying signs including one that says, "Join the conversation." Jenner's character is first seen in the commercial modeling at a photo shoot. Jenner removes a blonde wig, wipes off her dark lipstick, and heads towards the march. Several police officers are standing in a line formation watching the march approach them. Jenner appears in a more casual outfit and walks up to the police officers, handing one of the officers a can of Pepsi. After the police officer drinks from the can, the crowd cheers enthusiastically. The photographer puts aside her camera and hugs someone nearby in celebration. Peace for all with Pepsi. So yeah, this ad basically was boiling down a message of it'll all get fixed with Pepsi, and it was just a really weird take and a really strange approach. Basically a brand trying to do some sort of performance activism that was just really not their place and just not executed well at all, and everyone saw right through it immediately. And the company pulled the advertisement literally one day after its distribution due to criticism. The advertisement's creators were widely criticized on social media and by media outlets for attempting to capitalize on imagery imitating protests in the Black Lives Matter movement. The company released a statement saying, "Pepsi was trying to project a global message of unity, peace, and understanding. Clearly, we missed the mark and we apologize. We did not intend to make light of any serious issue. We are removing the content and halting any further rollout. We also apologize for putting Kendall Jenner in this position." Pepsi's decision to apologize to Kendall Jenner did not sit well with activists either, because Kendall Jenner chose to partake in the ad. She was not forced, she was not misled. This was her own decision, and therefore, as an adult woman, she should probably take responsibility for that as well. And Kendall Jenner did not publicly respond to the outrage for 6 months, and her response wouldn't come until the 14th season premiere of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which you have to wonder if it was kind of used as a way to get more viewers on the show because people wanted a response. So instead of doing it publicly, they made people wait until the reality show premiere to get an answer from Kendall. That's just my theory, but it seems that the Kardashians have mastered the ability to use public outrage for their own promotion. On top of that, Caitlyn Jenner ended up doing an interview on a radio show where she claimed that Kendall Jenner had seen and approved of the script for the ad beforehand.
Someone calls me with more bad news like every 5 minutes. It's just so stressful. I just felt so stupid. The fact that I would offend other people or hurt other people was definitely not the intent. I genuinely feel like I have no idea how I'm gonna bounce back from it.
This is the first time you've had a scandal. The only thing you can really do is just be like real and honest, because you can't ignore it.
So the claims of naivety that Kendall Jenner was sort of insinuating weren't entirely accurate. She knew what she was getting into, she just didn't really have the depth, and maybe even her privilege blinded her where she couldn't really see the offensiveness of this ad. In 2012, the Jenner sisters teamed up with Paxum to start their Kendall and Kylie brand. Now, the once collaboration has turned into a global lifestyle brand. The site, which offers a variety of clothing options, features numerous images of the Jenner duo. The prices range from $30 for a top to nearly $170 for a pair of sunglasses and $180 for a pair of shoes. Since Kendall and Kylie are the youngest of the Kardashians, a lot of young girls look to them the most for style inspiration. So with this clothing brand, fans could purchase items the sisters supposedly handpicked themselves. And while Kendall and Kylie are focused on different projects these days, the brand still generates significant revenue. But the brand wasn't without its controversy. On June 28, 2017, Kendall and Kylie decided to release a limited edition vintage t-shirt collection collection that featured legendary musicians such as Tupac Shakur, the Notorious B.I.G., Pink Floyd, Jim Morrison, Kiss, and Metallica, superimposed with the faces of the Jenner sisters. The audacity. Why would you do this? Why would you do this? Which was available on KendallKylie.com for $125 each. Social media was outraged and questioned why the sisters felt compelled to print their faces over the original artworks of musical icons. And because of this, Violetta Wallace, Notorious B.I.G.'s mother, criticized the Jenners in an Instagram post, while a lawyer for the rapper's estate threatened legal action should the vintage shirts continue to be sold on their site. In the post, Wallace also claimed that they had not been contacted with a request to use his image. I'm not sure who told Kylie Jenner and Kendall Jenner that they had the right to do this, Wallace's post read. The disrespect of these girls to not even reach out to me or anyone connected to the estate baffles me. I have no idea why they feel they can exploit the deaths of Tupac and my son Christopher to sell a t-shirt. This is disrespectful, disgusting, and exploitation at its worst. Wallace's lawyer also issued a cease and desist letter to the sisters. Ozzy Osbourne's wife, Sharon Osbourne, also criticized the t-shirts, tweeting, "Girls, you haven't earned the right to put your face with musical icons. Stick to what you know. Lip gloss." According to the Rolling Stone, former American rock band The Doors also sent a cease and desist letter to the Jenner sisters over the controversial line of t-shirts. Jeff Jampol, manager of The Doors and the Jim Morrison estate, spoke out to the pair for their decision to sell the unauthorized clothing. This is a case of people who fashion themselves as celebrities who are famous for being well known but don't actually do anything, trying to utilize and steal and capitalize on the legacies of those who actually did do something and created amazing art and messages, Jampol said. It's ironic at least and criminal at worst, both morally, ethically, and artistically. Kendall and Kylie Jenner both issued identical messages on Twitter in response to the controversy, which read, "These designs were not well thought out and we deeply apologize to anyone that has been upset and or offended, especially to the families of the artists. We are huge fans of their music and it was not our intention to disrespect these cultural icons in any way. The t-shirts have been pulled from retail and all images have been removed. We will use this as an opportunity to learn from these mistakes and again, we are very sorry." Then months after the vintage t-shirt controversy, the company came under fire again when they released a bag on the Saks Fifth Avenue website that raised many eyebrows. The handbag cost $150 and was designed to resemble a Chinese takeout container named Lee Clutch. The front of the bag read KK Express, Los Angeles, California, and the words are accompanied by the drawing of a tiger. Teen Vogue noted that the bag's name featured a common Asian last name. Not only did the bag raise concerns of cultural appropriation, but others were quick to point out that the bag also looked oddly similar to one of Kate Spade's handbags from its Shanghai-inspired fall 2014 line. Despite all of these controversies, the Kendall Kylie clothing brand still exists today and is still being sold in various stores. And oddly, out of all the Kardashian fashion lines and clothing stores, seems to be the most successful and profitable, even though it's simultaneously seen as a complete joke. In 2016, Emma Grede and Khloe Kardashian founded Good American. Based in Los Angeles, the fashion brand offers trend-driven denim designs and preaches body positivity and inclusivity, and carries sizes from 00 to 24.
I really wanted to get involved with Good American is because I believe that there is a huge missing link to the denim community. And I know with me and all my girlfriends, all we ever do is talk about that gap in the back of your jeans. And no matter what size you are, if you're a 2 or a 32, you always have that gap because women's waists are smaller than their hips and booty. And I wanted to make a denim line that was made to fit the female shape and not making us to fit a denim line. Does that make sense? And I wanted to
its launch campaign brought in $1 million on its first day. Controversy for the brand started in March 2nd, 2017, when the brand released new styles of pants, including a pair of black skinnies that lace up the sides, all the way from mid-thigh to ankle. People quickly compared the new release to a product made by Made Gold, seen on celebrities such as Kylie and Gigi and Bella Hadid. Good American's lace-up style is priced at $189 and Made Gold's is priced at $298, meaning Good American just slightly undercuts the price of Made Gold's. On top of that, Good American's lace-up pants gained more exposure due to its famous co-founder. The owner of Made Gold concluded, "It's such a blatant ripoff of a small brand, and hopefully other brands think twice before trying to make a dime off of an independent designer's talent." But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like Good American learned their lesson, because on June 2nd, 2017, controversy struck again for the company when indie designer Destiny Blue alleged that Good American copied her designs and sold them under their brand name without compensating her for her designs. Blue took to Twitter and tweeted, "When someone buys one of everything on your site, has you make them custom at Blue Dazzled work, never posts it or wears it, then copies it," and tagged Khloe. She also posted pictures of Khloe wearing a sheer black bedazzled leotard beside a similar catsuit from her line. Khloe's team responded to the accusations with a cease and desist letter via Good American, claiming that under no circumstances had copying occurred and that the problem was being handled through legal procedures. Blue then provided Refinery29 with a copy of her June 8th response to Khloe Kardashian and Good American, which was full of correspondence that proved that the Good American team has been in touch with her since November of 2016. The correspondence also showed that Kardashian's then stylist Monica Rose contacted Blue to borrow black and nude bodysuits and bras, which Blue claimed were later also knocked off by Good Americans. In May 2020, Destiny Blue's company Blue Dazzled officially filed a lawsuit against Good American, seeking damage repair of $10 million. By May of 2021, the two reached an agreement in private, and both officially asked the court to close the case. And speaking of copying, can we just quickly and briefly talk about the similarities of Poosh, a blog and woo-woo wellness store created by Kourtney Kardashian, and Goop, a blog and woo-woo store created by Gwyneth Paltrow years before the creation and inception of Poosh? I mean, don't get me wrong, Goop has been the source of tons of online internet jokes and jests, and also has had multiple lawsuits filed against it. A lot of people see Goop as a total joke, but it's still kind of a little odd and a little shady and unoriginal that Kourtney Kardashian basically took the exact same layout of Goop, sells similar overpriced products, writes similar blogs, and even has 2 O's in the name, basically going copy and paste of everything that Goop is doing, but rebranding it as a Kardashian website. In early June 2017, Kylie Jenner dropped some additions to her Kylie shop that looked similar to designs from Black-owned independent brand Plugged NYC. Kylie's 2-piece sets closely resemble the bright orange camo threads created by the shop's designer Tizita Balimle. Celebrities like Rihanna, Keke Palmer, and Jenner herself were seen dressed in Balimle's pieces. On the day of Kylie's drop, Plugged NYC CEO and creative director Tizita shared images on their Instagram story that showed side-by-side comparisons of the two designs and screenshots of Balimle's emails showing that Jenner had ordered clothes from Plugged NYC in the past. Overall, it just seems like the Kardashian-Jenner sisters are shameless. They'll steal from artists and other creatives, rebrand them, put their face on them. It seems like anything but actually create their own body of original creative work. The Kardashian-Jenner's digital properties, launched in 2015, were developed and managed by Whale Rock Industries. The very first app with the Kardashian name was Kim Kardashian Hollywood Game, which may have grossed the star and development partner $200 million in annual revenue, according to some reports at the time. And by 2015, the entire family got involved, seeing a huge cash grab opportunity. The Kardashian and Jenner sisters all launched their own subscription apps by late 2015, all of which shot up into the App Store's top charts. The Kardashian-Jenner apps had a freemium business model where the basic app was free, but if you paid an extra $2.99 a month, you could get access to exclusive content. With such a strong start, the app seemed poised to generate millions and millions per year. However, by 2018, it appeared that each app started tanking, and badly. According to App Annie, everyone's apps struggled to make the overall ranking, which meant they were somewhere lower than number 1500 on the App Store. Kendall Jenner was the first sister to shut down her app and site sometime in 2018. Then on December 19th of 2019, the rest of the Kardashian-Jenner sisters followed in Kendall's footsteps and all shut down their apps. We've had an incredible experience connecting with all of you through our apps these past few years, but have made the difficult decision to no longer continue updating in 2019, Kim wrote in a message on her website. We truly hope you've enjoyed this journey as much as we have, and we look forward to what's ahead. And identical notes were posted on all of the sisters' websites. Creating an app is really challenging and requires a lot of ongoing expenses paid out to developers because there's constant updates, bug fixes, and the like that has to be done, and paying for a developer continually can be expensive. So if you're not generating a decent amount of money, it becomes unprofitable very quickly. And this is something a lot of celebrities and influencers don't really understand about apps, which is why so many apps created by celebrities and influencers end up failing and shutting down.